Do you ever feel like spiritually you're bound up, maybe in chains, maybe in stocks and bonds, maybe in a spiritual dungeon? You know, there's probably somebody watching this right now that you really feel like your life has put you into a deep, dark, dirty dungeon. Well, I think of Paul and Silas. You remember that story in Acts chapter 16 of Paul and Silas being in the Philippian jail, the prison there at Philippi? Now, let me encourage you to read that section of Scripture. And the thing I want to focus on right now, though, is verse 25, where it says, "And at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto God, and the prisoners heard them." Well, I'll tell you what, sometimes you may feel like you're in a deep, dark dungeon, but I want you to know that what we can learn from Paul and Silas is that their position did not dictate their disposition. Oh, let me say that again. Their position did not dictate their disposition. They had every right to really feel down and out and depressed and hopeless. They were thrown into the deepest, darkest part of the prison. And at midnight, it says, just when things seem to be the darkest, it says that they prayed and sang praises unto God. So you see, their position did not dictate their disposition. Now, where are you today? Maybe with a marital situation, or a family situation, or a physical situation, or a financial situation, or some business situation. You may feel like you're in chains. You may feel like you're in prison. You may feel like you're all bound up. You may feel like you've been put in stocks, and you may feel like you're in bondage. But just like Paul and Silas, let me encourage you, do not let your position dictate your disposition. They prayed. They turned to God in that deep, dark dungeon, in the despair of that moment. They turned to God, and they sang praises to the point it wasn't just some little personal prayer time and worship time they were having. It was vibrant enough that the other prisoners heard them. And you know the rest of that story, and if you don't, go ahead and read beyond verse 25 there. It's an exciting ending to that story. But the key is, they did not let their position dictate their disposition. When they were in despair, when it was dark and dirty and dingy, when they were in that dungeon, they prayed and sang praises unto God.